technically I was supposed to post yesterday, which was Sunday. Today's Monday, but I didn't because I was doing my uni work very last minute. I overestimated how many things I had to do, so yeah, and I was at the market, so to be honest, I don't advise doing a market on the same week that your assignments are due for uni. It becomes more stressful than it has to be, but I wanted to sit down and get ready because we're gonna go out with my partner to celebrate. We're both done with exams now. Yeah, we can just kind of chill. I technically still have quite a few bits to do in regards to uni. I have a meeting that I need to go to next week, so I won't be going into London this week, but I have a meeting next week, so I am still going to uni. It's just not like particularly mandatory to go. I'm just going because I have a few things to do, and then also just a couple of bits going on this week. Just a chill week, I think. Fingers crossed, not like too crazy, but we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I want to film like a paint with me video this week, maybe, hopefully, and get that uploaded as well, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm taking kind of a week off from Instagram and kind of posting. I usually schedule my posts on Sundays or Mondays to like go up for the whole week, but since I just want to take a rest, I'm so tired from the market and the assignments, uni, everything all at once, so I kind of want to take a week off to maybe not post. Yeah, just focus on anything I want this week. Update on the reading. I haven't started this again. I might start this today actually, because I want to sit down and do some reading. I feel like reading today. I also heard from like a couple of uni friends in the last couple days that they got their phones stolen. I don't really know the info, and it's very scary and it makes me not want to go into London. Maybe I need to get one of those phone cases that's like on a leash on your neck, but still that's kind of scary again. Like, I don't know. I do most of my filming on my phone, so thinking about it just getting snatched like that is just very scary. Yeah, I don't know what I would do. I don't even want to think about it. I've also heard really good things about Thunderbolts, the new movie that's come out. I think it came out on the 1st of May and I heard pretty good things about it, so I do also want to go to watch that, but then again, we were just at the cinema like last week as well, so I don't know. Also, I don't know when this vlog is going to go up because I'm thinking of probably taking time to edit the vlog that was supposed to go up yesterday and then post it this Sunday, and then this vlog is just going to be like a bi-weekly vlog that I'll post at some point. I don't know. I just want to record like a chill week kind of thing in my life. I've been trying out a few products from different companies to see what works. My eyes are just problematic, so it's hard to find good products. Most of the time, products with like no fragrances are good, but yeah, anything powdery, it's not really good. But I do want to try some Clinique products because I've heard that's a really good brand, and I think Bare Minerals as well, and they're kind of like affordable-ish, maybe. I don't know. I was always scared to try makeup because of my allergies and because of how delicate my skin is, and I don't really do this very often anyway, but when I was growing up it wasn't really like something I did because I just was scared and I didn't really know how to do it. I also saw a lot of girls at my school that used to do makeup, which was kind of bad. I don't want to judge anybody, but it wasn't like good makeup that they were doing. It was just sort of, I don't know, it was a bit too over the top when I saw it in real life, and I never really looked into natural makeup because I always thought back in the day it was kind of like this trend to do a lot of makeup, like very cakey makeup, and that just wasn't me. Yeah, I don't know, but now that I'm a bit older and I know a little bit more about skincare, and I think it's nice, I think, to kind of have a little bit of natural makeup just to enhance what you already have. Now, I know that in terms of dermatite, I am very limited on the kind of products that I can use, and unfortunately, I don't even know if the Clinique products or Bare Minerals will work, but I can always try. I have friends who use makeup, so thankfully, if it doesn't work for me, I can always just give it to them. But at the moment, the current products I have seem to be okay-ish. The only one that I had a problem with was, I think it was this one. Sadly, this is by e.l.f. and I really love the shimmer on it. It's this like really nice pearly color, but sadly, after a while of wearing it, I realized it makes my eye really tired, or just like my eyes become very lazy and kind of like spicy. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like a feeling as if I put something spicy on my eye and it becomes not itchy. I can just feel like a little bit of a sensation. You know that sensation when you have like a pop rock or like a very like popping candy? Okay, if you eat popping candy and you feel it on your tongue, like the sizzling, like that kind of feeling, that's what I feel on my eye. Not to that extent, obviously. It's not like painful or anything, it's just like a sensation, and it makes my eye a bit late, like a bit lazy, a bit tired. So, and I think there is another product as well that I tried. It's the Rimmel London Wonderlast Shadow Stick. This is such a beautiful color, honestly. I really love it. It's so nice. Shimmery, again, quite pearly. I don't know what color this is, but it's like pearly, I don't know. But yeah, these two products kind of have the same results after a while of wearing them, sadly. So I don't know if I'll be wearing them again. I might gift them to like a friend if they want them, or unfortunately, I don't know, I might use them for something else. Sadly, those two products give me that kind of effect. And again, it's not to discourage anyone from like buying these products, because again, I don't know anything about makeup, but I know for myself, I have dermatite and I have very sensitive eyes, so using those products has those effects, and they are probably high quality. It's just that they just don't work with my skin, unfortunately. I don't really know what chemicals there are in this, or what. Maybe they have fragrances inside, or maybe they have something else. I think both of these companies are cruelty-free. I don't know if they're vegan, but I think they're cruelty-free because I've looked it up. I think e.l.f. is very cruelty-free, and it's also affordable. That's what I found as well with my skin, is that a lot of the products are just very expensive, and it's just annoying. I think if I were to get into makeup or anything like that, it would be very expensive, but I don't know. I think it would be nice to at least have a few products that I know work and I know that look nice. But yeah, it's just really hard, especially because I really like shimmery things when it comes to makeup, like the inner eye. I love like highlighter and stuff like that, but I just don't think it's available like for my skin. I kind of just have to use what I can until it becomes unusable, I guess. Anyways, I'll probably see you later. I have some very ripe bananas and I thought I might just make banana bread, and why not film it, because that would be fun. I always buy these and I never eat them in time. I'm sorry if the sound quality is gonna be bad, or if that light flickering is really bad. The lighting in here is kind of bad and I can't really do anything about it. I'm not gonna drag my ring light all the way to the kitchen. I always eat more fruit when I'm at my parents' house because fruit in Italy tastes a lot better. I know that in the UK, most of the fruit is either from Spain or, well, in this case, they are from Ecuador. And it just tastes really bland most of the time. So whenever I'm in the UK, I have this bad habit of just not eating enough fruit. When I really love fruit, I love eating fruit, I love pairing it with stuff, and especially in the mornings, but it feels like I'm just in a phase where I don't eat enough fruit. But I still try to, and sometimes I buy it when we do a food shop and then I don't end up eating it, and then it goes like that. So yeah, I'm gonna make banana bread. I have a recipe here, and obviously I'll link it down below. Right, okay. My kitchen is always really messy, but we're just gonna have to deal with that and gather all the ingredients. I'm gonna start rewatching New Girl whilst I do this, so there's probably gonna be too much talking, obviously, because I don't want to get like totally copyrighted whilst I watch it. Whilst the cake bakes, I thought I would just sit down, chit chat a little bit about a reading update. So I've mentioned starting to read Six of Crows, this duology, I believe it is, and I've read like one chapter of it so far, and so far it's been interesting. I found it to be kind of like, okay, like it's already kind of going into the story. It doesn't feel like it's like a beginning. We're just in the middle of the story already and it's just carrying on. I don't mind that, to be fair, although I think it's in third person mostly. I don't know if there's like multiple POVs. There probably is. I'll insert the blurb of the book here. So when we were in town today as well, I picked up the other book, which is Crooked Kingdom. And the reason why I picked it up, even though I don't know if I'm gonna like this book yet, is because it was on sale, to be honest, and the covers are just too pretty not to get it. And yeah, I guess if I don't like the book, whatever, like it is what it is. I think I will read it and I think I will like it because it's essentially about 6 friends, or at least they're friends, or maybe they will be like become friends. I think there's a lot about heist, friendship, and yeah, just in this like fantasy realm, but I'll update you probably further along. I'm planning to read a little bit tonight, but yeah, I picked up a second copy as well. And then I looked at this specific book, which I think I showed in my last vlog, but I didn't purchase it at the time. And I came back today and I actually got it, and it's King of Envy. Now, there was a sticker over here with the price, obviously. Now, I don't usually get my books from the Works. I do try to buy it from Waterstones because obviously I think the Works usually has some good deals, but I don't know how that works, to be honest. I don't know how they manage to get deals on books when Waterstones, which is a shop that sells mostly books, has them and doesn't have deals. They just have the full price, so I don't know how that works. Obviously the Works doesn't have every single book. I've been seeing quite a few that I'm like that are in my interest, so I don't know how that works. I try not to buy books from there too often, but sometimes I paid with cash, okay? Like at my market there was a lot of people who were using cash this time, and I earned a little bit of money from that, so I used cash instead of my card. And I sometimes just think to myself, if I'm using cash instead of card, it feels like free. It kind of feels like it's free, even though I should be the other way around. I just sometimes feel like paying cash is like free in a way. I don't know, okay? It's just girl math, kind of. But anyways, yeah, so I finally picked up this book. And yeah, there was a sticker over it, and I feel really dumb because I took the sticker off, and this is the 5th book of a series. And partially this is my fault. I should have researched it, but I didn't. And I didn't know this. To be fair, okay, I read the blurb and I was like, this just sounds like a standalone book. Like, it doesn't sound like anything from a series. So I then looked into it when I saw that it was book 5, and I felt really dumb, but I looked into it, and actually on the Ana Huang, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but on Anna's page it said that you can technically read them standalone, even though there's like some lore stuff that you might miss from the previous books. So I thought hopefully it'll be okay. I am gonna give it a go, even though this is book 5, and if I like this one, then I'm sure I'll probably like the other ones as well, so I'll probably just pick them up as I go. Or like with this duology, I might pick it up if there's like a deal about it or something. Yeah, I'm excited to read it after hopefully I finish this duology. I feel like this is the type of book for me anyway. I can't just pick up and read for a little bit and then put it down and then not read for like the next couple days. I feel like this is the type of book that I need to be reading constantly. Otherwise I might just forget about it or what's happened, because it's such a thick book and there just seems like quite a lot to digest. So I'm really praying. I am in a really reading mood, so I'm praying I can finish these books. I know that's like a really big goal actually to say, to finish these books this month, but I'm really praying that I can get through them. Do you know what? If I get to chapter 5 of this book and I just think I'm reading really slow, what I'm gonna do is probably just switch to audiobook on my Spotify and just keep reading it on audiobook, this duology, so that I feel like I can get through it faster. Because if I listen to it on audiobook, I'll probably put it at 2 times speed most of the time. That's how I read books. If it's audio, I put it much faster so that I can just listen to it and get through it. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get through these books this month. I think King of Envy from the series Kings of Sin are first person, I think. I don't know what POV this is, but it looks like it's 2 POVs because the blurb is from one person's POV or third person, and then there is the girl's POV. They just sound really interesting and let's pray that I can read this. The chocolate turned out a little bit burnt, but I think the cake itself is gonna taste really good.
To be in an area like this where your mind is really focused on nature, because we are not divorced from nature. So yes, it's good. I like coming. I'm sitting here now doing my reading, and actually it's absolutely beautiful.
Right, sorry if I look a bit rough. I kind of woke up probably in about, well, half an hour ago now, but it's still like, I woke up at 6:30 today, and there's a reason for that, which I'll get to in a minute, but it's currently like 7 right now. I made myself some breakfast, but I thought I would take some time before I start the day to debrief. So I'm sorry if this is going to be a really long video. I didn't really plan on filming last week actually, but I did film some bits. But basically last week was just not it, to be honest. I started off fine. Like I had my hand in, and then I had some time off, which was nice. It just kind of trickled into, I don't know, it was just a strange week for me. I was feeling really uninspired and I just didn't really want to do anything. So yeah, last week I kind of took some time off Instagram. I wasn't really posting. I didn't really go on it much, and I wanted to get on with some stuff like drawing and doing hobbies, because obviously I had all this time off. But instead I just ended up rotting in bed most of the time, if I'm quite honest. I did do some stuff here and there. Obviously I did some lino and I did some crochet, but honestly it was just unfinished. I thought I'd be able to finish it last week, but I had progressively bad sleep again. I think the hand in was a bit stressful. I was a bit confused. But yeah, at the end of the week last week, I did not film anything because it was just not it. I was just feeling really grumpy. I was feeling really lazy. I didn't want to do anything. I did some chores, but other than that, I just wanted to be in bed and kind of not do anything. I did go out a couple of times, but it was kind of out of necessity. We went for a food shop. I think I went out to celebrate with my boyfriend. This week I went into uni for a rep meeting, which was kind of quick. I kind of got it done within like 40 minutes, and then I had a whole day off, but I was in London, so I just wanted to take advantage of that. So I went around a couple of galleries. I wanted to go and look for Sonny Angels because I wanted to get some, because the only place you can is usually London. They were all sold out, but then it's fine. Like it's fine because then I don't get to spend my money, and instead I just spent my money on food, which I don't normally do. I don't usually get takeout when I'm out and about, because I either bring food with me or I just go out for sushi most of the time, because I know that that's something that I can't make myself at home. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of like a luxury. I can just get that because I can't make it at home. Or like, I don't know, a corn dog, maybe like a kebab, I don't know, but that's very rare because like, again, I have to be also like in the mood. But since my boyfriend really wanted to try slim chickens, so I kind of went and got some, and I was feeling so hungry because by that point I think I was walking around for like 5 hours, and I had only my bagel because I actually didn't know that I was going to be in London for that long. I only wanted to go to the British Library, see the exhibition that I got a ticket for, and then probably go home. But then I was like, oh, like I think it was 3 p.m. and I was like, well, I can kind of still walk around, like it's fine. And then so then I just walked around, and I ended up walking around for like 5 hours, and I didn't realize until I was like, oh my god, I'm kind of hungry. And then when I sat down, I was like, oh my god, my legs kind of hurt because I've been walking around for 5 hours straight. But yeah, and then I got some bubble tea, and I just had a nice day out. It was really nice weather, although halfway through it looked like it was raining, but I think I was on the other side of London where it didn't rain, so I was kind of lucky in that sense. So really quickly, I wanted to touch upon the crocheting that I did last week, and I basically started off with making these sort of like stress balls. They're kind of like stress balls, sort of. They're like these mini squishy things, and I really love how this one turned out ish. This was my first one, and then this one was my second one. I don't mind how they turned out, but maybe I might make a series out of these at some point. They're kind of cutesy. But what I was more excited about is making some dolls, and I started making these dolls. They are like bunny / Miffy inspired, if you know what Miffy is. So I wanted to do a series of these, either like just a collectible again, because you can't really do much with this. Like, it's not really a plushie because it's quite heavy. I was like, oh, maybe I should make them into bag charms because like that's really popular right now. But then I thought about it and they're quite heavy. Like, not heavy, but for a bag charm I think it's quite bulky. So, but then again, like, everybody's going on about Labubu's. I still need to think about it. I still have quite a bit of time. I think I have 2.5 weeks before my next market. So, and 2 of them took me a week to make, technically. Well, if I really sat down, one of them could have I could probably make 2 in a day if I just sit down and that's all I do. But obviously that's kind of tiring. So they took me about a week, which was all of last week. So I still have quite a bit, and maybe I can make 2 more so I can have a proper series of them. I also saw that you can get these doll stands that basically you can attach to your dolls and they can just stand. So I was thinking maybe I can make them into like a desk accessory. I would attach the bit here and then you could just pop it up and she would stand up on your desk or something like that. So that would fit more the narrative of a blind box kind of thing, because that's also, I tried to see what's popular, right? And I want to make stuff like that because I really like it. But if I were to make a blind box, that means I have to design the box and then I have to print it and then I have to put it together. Now, because this series would be kind of small instead of what I did in my last vlog, if you saw the sticker packages, which took so long, for this one, technically there would only be 4 boxes, so that's kind of doable. But I just don't know if I'm going to have access to the printer, because I usually get my things printed in London and I don't know if I'll be going back to London anytime soon. I don't know. But yeah, that's the update on the dolls. So basically why I woke up so early is because I actually have an exhibition coming up. So I'm going to be exhibiting these 3 pieces. I did make some of these a few weeks ago, but yeah, the most recent one is the bird. And just for reference, this is how big the bird is. And it's so strange. I've never had my work framed, and this is actually my first time I'm doing an open call as well. So the process of applying and just getting stuff sorted was a first for me. So I'm really excited actually. It's happening this weekend, so by the time this vlog goes up, it'll be gone, but I'm still gonna add some of the info on the screen, and obviously I'm gonna record the process and stuff like that. So yeah, but I woke up early because I need to go and print some stuff off last minute, and then I need to go and put these up today. And one last thing before I go, in terms of reading, like, I didn't really put much pressure on myself because I'm not book content creator or anything like that. I feel like that word is being thrown out quite a bit and I don't like to label myself as that. I just like to make videos and I just love talking, okay? Like, just leave me alone. I'm joking. But in terms of reading, yeah, I just didn't feel like reading. Like, I thought I did because I had so much time off. But yeah, as the weeks kind of went on, I did want to pick up the audiobook version of 6 of Crows that I'm reading, but I couldn't find it. Spotify said that I had to buy it from like the website for some reason. I don't know. It's just not available on premium, so I decided to scrap it, and I was like, I decided to scrap that and I'm just gonna have to deal with reading it physically at some point. I don't know, I feel like this month is gonna be a bad reading month because I just want to chill. I am in a bit of a slump. I don't know, maybe this exhibition will get me out of the slump because it's like something that I have to do, but we'll see. that this one's like a 7 out of 10.
How you rate this?
This is like a 4 out of 10.
I would rate this as
But I think this one is like also like a solid 7 or 6 out of 10.
we'll taste it.
But I don't know about these ones. This is like new. This is new, so I don't know. What's your opinion?
Okay.